I'm Drew Feustel with the STS-134 crew. You're watching NASA TV.
A great day to be working in space.
Thank you, Shannon. That was a really cool song. You know, it kind of gives you a sense of how huge our universe is and how much we have ahead of us in exploring it. You know, Endeavour, I'm sitting on the flight deck here with Mark, and a lot of the crew members are on the mid-deck, and it's been an honor serving you all in this wonderful ship. This ship itself has traveled over 1 million miles. And we've put on over 100 million miles, and we've put on a good 5 million already. So we're looking forward to a final day dock to the space station, and we've got a lot of work to do, so we're going to get at it.
Well, I'm thrilled and honored to be talking to the pilot of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, Gregory Johnson, and mission specialist Drew Feustel. And gentlemen, I was going to say good evening. It's good evening here. How do I address you? Is it good morning, good afternoon, or good evening up there?
Well, it's kind of a morning for us. We've just been up a few hours. We're spending our final 10 hours or so in the space station. We're going to close the hatches tonight, sleep, and then on dock first thing in the morning. So it's a bittersweet day for us today.
And Drew, you've logged a lot of time in spacewalks, and to me that's one of the greatest thrills, the launch, spacewalks, and return. Can you ever put into words, can you ever verbalize the feeling of what it's like to take a spacewalk?
I can tell you it's quite exhilarating. It's the first moments outside of the airlock are a little bit tense. You could say even a little bit scary. My first experience in space was, of course, with the Hubble Space Telescope, and in that environment, our work area was just out the back door inside the shuttle payload bay. In this case, on the International Space Station, when you open the hatch, you're staring straight down on the Earth, and I can tell you it really took my breath away that first moment, and felt a little tentative moving around. And then to see the great expanse of the space station as it hovers over the Earth is just fascinating. The colors are very vivid, the structures are very real, and you realize you've got quite a long ways to go to get to your work site. But it's a very special opportunity, and I'm just thrilled to have had that chance to be out there and do the spacewalks and do the work on the space station.
Gentlemen, we asked our viewers to pose some questions on our Facebook page, and there was one resounding theme, and it's a pretty simple question. We think we know the answer, but we'd certainly like to hear you. What are your thoughts about the end of the Space Shuttle program? This particular question submitted by Alan, and I'm going to postscript it by asking kind of a B-side of that, too. While the shuttle program may be coming to an end, you know, as a kid, I always wanted to grow up to be an astronaut. Kids today, both girls and boys, they can still have that dream, can't they? The Space Shuttle program may be coming to an end, but we still need astronauts.
Absolutely. I was in Cairo, Michigan, on the east side there, at my grandparents' house, watching a black and white TV when I was 7 years old, watching the first lunar landing back in 1969. And at that point, I had the dream of becoming an astronaut, and it took about 40 years, but finally achieved that dream here. The last few years, I've gotten a couple space flights, and you know, Endeavour is has been and the space shuttle has been a workhorse for space exploration, essentially building the entire space station, fixing the Hubble telescope, and doing a whole bunch of other interesting tasks out in space. And when the space shuttle retires, we're going to lose a lot of capability of moving large payloads out to space. But then that opens the doors for new things that are going to come across the horizon. And the children out there should be inspired that when they get to go, they'll probably get to go beyond low Earth orbit, maybe to the moon, maybe to Mars or beyond.
Thank you, gentlemen, too. And I have one final question, and this one I'm going to pose to Greg. I know you're going to be pretty busy come Monday bringing Endeavour back home, but it is Memorial Day. You and several others, astronauts, certainly have seen military service, even some combat service. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking of Memorial Day 2011? And Drew, feel free to jump in on that one, too.
Well, you know, we have a rich history in our country of service. And it was an honor for me to serve my country for 24 and a half years. I still kind of feel like I have the same job. After retiring from the Air Force, I had the same desk, the same duties, and basically flying in space has been my job in the Air Force for the last 10 years of it. So I would say that I'm proud of all those who have served and all of those in the federal government who have also supported military service. And, you know, it's just a bittersweet weekend thinking about that and allowing us to be doing what we love.
And I would just like to say that after having been in the program for 10 years, it's an honor to serve the country this way as a civilian. And I guess it's appropriate that Endeavour is landing in its final flight here on Memorial Day to sort of commemorate it all. And it makes it that much more special for us on this anniversary and the occasion of its landing and its final flights.
Here's a view from one of the windows in the cupola. Someone asked us to take a little more detailed video from the cupola and explain what we're looking at. You can see, if you look at the Earth, you can see this is the direction we're going. Usually the station flies with the U.S. side forward. This is the Russian side you're looking at, and we're upside down, basically. And while the shuttle's attached, that's the direction that we fly. And what you're looking at here is a Progress vehicle. That's the Russian cargo vehicle. It's a fully automated rendezvous and docking and then brings up on entry cargo vehicle. You can back up manual fly it from the service module, and the service module, the command and control center for the Russian segment, is back there. It's the next module, and then behind that is the European ATV, automated transfer vehicle. It's the one with the solar panel that's going up at an angle there, and it's a very nice module, full of cargo, and there's actually a good amount of space in there that's very usable when it's docked. The solar panels extending up to your left there, those are panels for the service module. And then the ones that are folded up over here, those are on the FGB, the Russian cargo block. That was the first part of the space station that ever flew. And then next down here attached to it is, it's further over this way, I'll just get there in a second, but that's where the U.S. segment starts. And what you see here on top of the FGB is a new Russian module. It's a research module, and below the Progress is called a docking compartment, or SOIDine. You can see there's a little hatch on it with a window. There's one on the other side as well, and they do their spacewalks from that module. Alright, let's come around this way, and now you're on top of the US segment looking down. Again, we're upside down. The truss is on the other side, so that's a big part of the space station you can't see. And here, blocking our view all the way across here, which would be to our new module, Node 3 in the cupola, right on the other side, where we are right now, and looking at this PMM logistics module we just added. So this is a module that used to fit inside we had many of these that flew inside the shuttle cargo bay and brought up logistics with it, and this one was modified to stay here permanently. So it's a very nice space, and we've been using it for our EVA preparations, and it's a lot of cargo in there. It's a very nice space to have. And now turning a little bit more toward the forward side of the station, you're looking at the U.S. laboratory there. Attached to it is Dexter, the robot from Canada. It's also called SPDM, Special Purpose Dexterous Manipulator. It's got 2 arms, and it'll be able to do replacement tasks outside the station. As you can see, a couple of things attached to it. Of course, there's the shuttle and the Earth behind. Very beautiful, attached to the space station, and a very big component of it when attached. And if you look across on the other side, you see an antenna there. That's a UHF antenna, and beyond it is Columbus, the European research module. And then coming out the other side is the JEM, the Japanese Research Module, and in front of that is the JEF, the Japanese Exposed Facility, where a lot of research and experiments are conducted. And there's a robotic arm sticking up there. You can see just the end of it, and that arm can actually move things in and out of an airlock at that end of the Japanese module. And turning a little bit further, now you can see part of the truss. That's one of the logistics carriers. ELC-1 has some spare parts for the space station. We added ELC-3, which is on the top side during this mission. And you see the beautiful solar panels there, 240 feet from tip to tip, extending out one side. And coming further around, see we're coming back around to the Russian side. So there's a panoramic view from the cupola, absolutely beautiful. And if I look straight up, get to see a view of the Earth straight down. And there's the shuttle tail over the Earth. Absolutely beautiful place to work and gaze at our beautiful planet. That's why it takes 3 of us to move it.
Tell me what you've got.
It is the carbon dioxide removal assembly, and we brought up a new bed to scrub carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and we installed it. We had to take the thing completely apart, put it all back together again.
Why are we seeing it right now in the middle of the module?
Because we have to move it from where we did the work to where we're going to install it back in the rack.
Where is it going?
It goes in node 3. Is this the Inquisition?
Yeah, node 3. Well, right now we're in node 2, so we've got a long ways to go.
I'm actually not doing anything, I'm just riding. It's just Kaz is pulling us all.
These guys were working all day yesterday on this thing.
Yeah, it was a good 9-hour job to put the new bed in. You have to be very careful in the hatches. That's why we're going slow, because these orange rubber seals you see are important for being able to close the hatch securely, so we can't touch anything with this thing.
No hands.
No hands.
Okay, I'm guarding the computers here.
Computer security.
Yeah, we don't want to break anything with it. It has a lot of inertia. Looks easy to carry.
How heavy is it? 1,000 pounds? Wow.
Yeah, doesn't weigh anything.
Make sure we don't put it back.
Okay. Yeah, if you noticed last night, we cleaned up everything, it's back and all that stuff. Alright, so, it's gonna be...
I got a good eyeball on it.
Okay, I got 1 alignment, 2 alignments. Yep. And we just can start pushing in now. 3 alignments. And hold on, there's a, okay, I see that, so we can just start pushing. Now this is going to be the bane of our life today, is trying to get this into there. And you can see we have good clearance. So you can see this little thing that's going to go over. And other than that, we're going to...
It's a tight fit, Spanky.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be the fun. So we can start to see there's insulation here. They suggest if we want to, we get those wireway guides like we do for the Melfi, the minus 80.
Looks like we got another bag coming.
More cargo.
Bag Charlie.
Hey, you know what's in here?
Get out of your way, buddy. What's in
That
there?
old Cedra bed that we took out yesterday. It's going to go back to the ground and get refurbished.
Hey, by the way, man, I didn't get to tell you on highlights today. I was telling Taz, man, you guys did an amazing job on that thing.
Well, thanks, Fox. It's great to have some station experience so that we could fix what's broken. And Ron really helped in the installation and when we first took it out, so it's a great team effort.
And your name ought to be on the Expedition 27 patch.
I have my name on several Expedition patches already. So
Yes, you do, man. You look like General Mulkey in your flight suit. All right. It's one of the huge 5 cubic foot bags that we're installing on the mid-deck of the space shuttle. not going to be much room on the middeck with these big bags.
That's all right. We don't need much room where we're going.
Guys are installing them up there close to the airlock on the middeck of the space shuttle. Ricky Bobby is gathering up trash. Boy, I tell you, man, best thing for a pilot is getting rid of my trash. Yeah, there's the panel, Mark. It's been sitting there for the whole time we've been docked. The PMM looks a lot better after we've put away a lot of things. Couldn't do as much as we wanted to do, but we did a lot. Ronnie still's going to have some work when we undock.
The last two are actually reversed. Bag number 1014 goes into MS 28 kilo, and bag number 1009 goes into MS.
3 alpha. 3 alpha numbers 3 and 4. 4 bricks. 4 blue bricks. I think this is the one that sticks. We'll find out. So 3 alpha. 3 and 4 are your weight, don't weight yet. There should be 4 bricks.
We need nothing else in 3 alpha.
3 alpha doors closed.
Okay, 3 Bravo.
3 Bravo. This is 3 Bravo.
Okay, on 1 and 2 side,
1 and 2.
you're going to get 4 bricks.
There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4.
Alright, then on 3 and 4, nope. You're going to get out, yeah, 3 and 4, you're going to get all the bags in your room.
Okay, there's 3.
Frozen urine. For science.
Medical samples. Okay.
Okay, now you're
So
going
what is
to
exactly that you are doing?
3 Delta.
We're
Packing needs to go home.
Yeah, these are medical samples, and we're putting them in a cold bag so that they can go home and the science can continue on the ground. Okay, next one.
3 Delta.
3 Delta.
What's going on, Roberto?
Boxman, packing exercise. We are leaving today, and in a few hours we'll be on dock. We want to put everything back in order, back in place, so to leave the station better than what it was when we arrived.
Yep.
That's the plan.
We're in the Columbus module right now. Another large 5.0 bag that's going to go on the shuttle middeck. And Roberto's doing the final packing.
Okay. Flash. Box move back.
That's funny.
All right.
They keep me honest because I can't see how close I am to it.
Okay. You ready?
Okay, just keep telling me.
Move back. So here we go.
You drinking it?
Nope.
It's on your nose?
Yep.
It looks like a clown nose.
end.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of freaky, actually. It's kind of scary. Is that how you guys wash your face on the space station?
Nope. That was the first time I did that. But it worked well.
And I are tasked with a couple hours of stowage ops where we're going to install a temporary rack and maneuver some of the trash that's going to burn up in the atmosphere on re-entry. This thing's pretty open. There's a lot of room, Roberto. What do you think?
Yes, there is a lot of room, but also we have a lot of stuff to pack. We'll start from those two big bags and we'll press on, and hopefully before we undock we'll have all this thing cleaned up and ready to go.
Guys, it looks like all the spacewalkers are here in the airlock. What's going on, Drew?
Well, Box, we're commemorating our mission and our spacewalks, and it's a tradition after each shuttle crew arrives to put their mission sticker on the wall here in the airlock behind one of the, or nearby to the EMUs, and sign it. This is the last space shuttle-based EVA team, and I think we can be proud of our accomplishments with 4 successful EVAs, so we're just here to mark the occasion and sort of close out the mission here on Space Station.
Awesome, dude. Let's get after it. Stick that thing on the wall.
We got them in order.
Get it straight.
131, 132, 133, and 134.
Yeah, we don't want to forget all the other missions over here. They're all over the place here in the airlock.
Proud tradition of spacewalking from the airlock. And Box, get the after we're done, let's get the 7A patch. They're the guys that brought up this airlock.
Okay, I'll make sure we get that. There it is. Drew, why don't you be the first to sign it? Since you're the head
spacewalker.
Yeah.
A fearless leader.
Yeah.
Okay, you sign it, and then while you're signing it, I'm gonna.
The guy who taught me about the patch or the hatch.
Okay, now Spanky, can you talk to me here? We're panning up here at some of the older patches that are up here.
7A was the crew that brought up the airlock. You can even see it on their patch. They installed it, had some spacewalks. Famous names like Lindsay, my personal hero, Charlie Hobaugh, and the rest of their crew. And all the rest of these crews, including expedition crews, have taken spacewalks out of here.
And there's a lot of tradition in this airlock. It's bittersweet on the final day that we pack up and close the hatch here in about 8 hours. All right, signing off from the airlock.
So, Box, I wanted you to notice here that I'm wearing this wonderful shirt, this STS-134 shirt, and I'm wearing it in honor of the finely oiled machine that is STS-134.
All right.
You guys rock.
All right, man. It's been great working with you.
Yeah, same here.
All right, guys. On my way back to the flight deck for the reboost and maneuver, just thought I'd stop in and say hi. You guys finishing up the EVA stuff?
Just about done,
Taz, you did a great job with Cedra, you and Spanky.
It's working?
And dude, man, it's perfect. You guys have done a great job.
That's great. Good news.
All right, well, it's time for us to get going.
Yeah.
See ya. Roberto, doing a little transfer, huh? Last minute stuff?
Box man, getting ready for undocking in a few hours.
You betcha. Well, I mean, look at this. Got 2 of those full lockers freed up because we consolidated all our food earlier this morning, and you know, you got this place pretty orderly considering that all the stuff that we're bringing back.
It's probably an obvious place like that's the size of it though. That's what it would look like.
It's a big transfer day. We're figuring out what we need to keep on the shuttle and what we have to leave at the space station. Right now, Mark and Spanky are looking at some computer hardware that we're going to transfer over the station. Keeping track of all these items on the last day aboard the ISS is a challenge. We've got the final PWR fills. These are 4 PWRs that Mark was working on, and once we transfer these to the station, then we're done with the water fills. And this lovely cue card represents a lot of work that all of us have been doing this whole flight as we've been filling up water bags, and mission complete. Hey, Ronnie.
Hey,
I
Box.
guess, dude, the cupola windows are closed. That's it, isn't it?
Yep, you just heard a call on the big loop for attitude control or maneuvering to prepare for the other guys undocking. Unfortunately, that means that the shutters on the cupola have to remain closed until after you guys leave. So I'm sure you guys enjoyed it while you could, but this beautiful view is being ended for the time being.
Well, Ronnie, the cupola is a beautiful place to look out, and I'm kind of sad about this, that this is it for us, but we enjoyed our 12 days, and I'm going to get back over to the shuttle and work the maneuver, because Mark and I are starting that in just a few minutes.
All right.
So, all right, dude.
Sorry they're closed.
Yeah.
Closed for business.
I just want to say on behalf of the STS-134 crew that we had a very successful mission working with Expedition 28. It's been a great number of days, Doc. Got the alpha magnetic spectrometer installed, which is really a remarkable thing for physics and for science. And that sensor is already collecting massive amounts of data, and we're looking forward to hearing what those discoveries are. We got ELC-3 installed, did 4 very successful spacewalks and a bunch of transfer, and it was a really good 10 days or so that we were docked here, and we're looking forward to getting home, and we're going to leave these guys to some peace and quiet and not disturb their space station anymore. On this Memorial Day weekend, I'd also like to say that, we as a crew, we're thinking of the veterans out there that have lost their lives in wars, especially recently in Afghanistan and Iraq. And, it's really important for the American people to honor those folks over this weekend, but particularly tomorrow on Monday. I'm going to turn it over to Ron Guerin for a few words.
Thanks, Mark. It was really great seeing you guys. It was great getting to spend time on this incredible orbital complex, and we were just in awe of the finely oiled machine that was STS-134. It is STS-134, and so it was, you said, great EVAs, great robotics, great transfer, AMS being installed. Special thanks to Taz and Spanky for all your work on the oxygen generation system, on the carbon dioxide removal assembly. It's been really great, and we're all looking forward to seeing the mysteries solved from the AMS. So on behalf of Expedition 27, Expedition 28, the entire ISS team, we want to thank you and the entire STS-134 mission team for leaving the space station ready for its continued utilization for at least the next decade. You've really left us in good shape, and it was really a big success, and proud to have a really, really small part of it. So.
To see the shuttle crew visiting here at the time when we were working, and I'm happy that the crew has completed the tasks, and I'm glad they enjoyed staying and working with us as well. Thank you very much, and soft landing.
Hugs and handshakes all around between the Expedition 28 crew members and those of the Space Shuttle Endeavour crew. You heard there talking first Commander Mark Kelly. He was followed by Flight Engineer Ron Guerin and the Space Station Commander Andrei Borisenko. Drew was still there helping to drag some of the returning station crew members, Mike Fink and Greg Shamatoff, into the hatch.
Just caught us closing the hatch.
All right, where are you in the procedure?
Equalization valves are off.
It's right at the end.
All right. Hey, Drew, how's it going?
It's going good, Box. We got the fiducial scale, so we're in good shape.
That's good.
Perform LIO changeout per the cue card.
All right.
Busy.
Got here just in time.
All right.
Hatch is closed, Box. We're going to be going home soon.
You betcha.